Botupharma is a Brazilian company, which has in its line of products for reproduction and products for creation and performance. For horses of competition, we are located in the city of Botucatu, Brazil, and also in the city of Scottsdale in the USA since 2007. We are recognized worldwide for having a very advanced technology in reproduction. In the production of these products, we are in Colombia, through the RAP Global company that has the exclusive representation of the company Botupharma there. I would now like to introduce you to the Revitalize product. The Revitalize product. It can be used in many situations. It can be used, for example, in mares in the last third of gestation, because it greatly improves immunity and prevents the spread of IgM and IgG, which is why it greatly improves the quality of the colostrum, which will be known to the foal at birth. It can also be used for mares after parturition to help in the production of milk, because it has a lot of energy and the prebiotics that improve feed conversion, thereby achieving better milk production, and also, in all cases where for some reason the animal has lost body condition, either after a period of milk production that was very hard for the mare, or for an infectious discomfort, be it for post-surgical cases, it is always recommended use Revitalize to improve immunity and also the body condition. The dose of Revitalize have the variation of 25 to 50 centimeters per day. That depends on the case in which it has to be used. If it needs a very important improvement, if the animal has very low body condition, you are going to use 50 centimeters to improve immunity, and not very big improvement in body condition can be used 25 centimeters a day directly in the mouth, with the use of a syringe, or puncture it in the concentrated. This is for the neonate. Neonate is a syringe with indication for prevention of diarrhea infections in newborn foals. It sequesters the toxins released by the agents infectious as Rhodococcus, Cotrillo, and Salmonella. The form of application is make a syringe on the day of birth and another 24 hours after the first. Entrin Potro is a syringe indicated for the treatment of diarrhea in foals. They can be infectious diarrhea or for other reasons. It is a very complete syringe, and they have their toxin-absorbing formulation, which is 5 times more potent than charcoal-activated prebiotics, which will help repopularize the intestinal microbiota, and glutamine, which will help in the recovery of the intestinal cell enterocyte. The dose of Entrin Potro is 1 syringe per day, while doing the treatment with antibiotics, until the clinical manifestation of diarrhea is no longer present. This product is the reproductive. It is a product indicated for the improvement of fertility in mare in reproduction programs. Has in its formulation amino acids, vitamins, and essential minerals for the improvement of fertility and for oocyte maturation, especially due to the concentration of L-carnitine and L-arginine. It is also very indicated for older mares that are in these breeding programs, always with the aim of improving the uterine quality and improving the quality of ovulation. The dose used is 10 centimeters to every 100 kilos per day, and a jar of this stays for 30 days. We can put it directly into the concentrate or use a syringe to put in mouth. We always worry about having specific products for each category of animals within a strategic supplementation program. In these cases of females in reproductive programs, there is a very great importance of maintaining the fertility rates, to help mares, especially older ones that have problems reproductive with a specific supplementation. The reproductive Botomix was in products developed specifically for mares and especially those with reproductive problems. They have fertility problems. With that we maintain good fertility rates in all reproductive programs. This product has mainly the indication for embryo donor mares, older mares, or mares that have fertility problems, who work improving the quality of the uterine environment, as well as the quality of ovulation and oocyte maturation. Then they can be used in cases of embryo donors and also in mares that are in easy programs, because that way you can improve the rates of oocyte recovery, with very good maturation of the oocyte after recovery. Now we are ahead of a batch of foals, which are between 8 and 15 days old. Weaning. This is a very important moment for the development of foals. We from Botupharma we indicate for this moment the use of Revitalize from 30 to 60 days, so that they do not lose much body condition due to weaning and due to the stress of don't get sick right now. That's why it's Revitalize, because it's going to make the foals do not lose body condition and will maintain the immunity of the foals. Good population of beta-glucans. After this period of 60 days, we can start with supplementation using the foals. The foals is the most that we have in the market in Brazil and Colombia, for the development of foals, where we have vitamins, minerals and amino acids in the doses and concentrations specific for this category, but especially a very high concentration of lysine, onitin and gamma, oryzanol. It makes a lot of difference we start the treatment the foals at this age, because 70% of the total development of the capacity or the potential of development of a foal, it takes up to a year and a half. Then at this time we can make them reach the maximum potential of genetic development. Revitalize is a liquid product, and for this category we recommend the use of 30 centimeters per day, which you can request use together with the concentrate, or directly into the mouth with the use of a syringe. The foals in a powder product up to 6 months of life, the indication is 30 grams of foals per day. From 6 months up to 1 year, 60 grams of foal once a day, and then with more than 1 year up to 2 years 90 grams per day of foals. And here in this paddock we have foals from 12 to 24 months. Here the management of the foals at this age is to leave them for a month here in the paddock and a month in the manger, because it is important for the development of the foals to stay free, and also in the mangers to begin handling the marbling, to put their hands, put the muzzle, and thus remained more tame for the beginning of training. In this phase it is very important development of the foals, because we are also in the window of the most great development, up to a year and a half. That is, at 18 months. In the others at this age we are going to use the Botumix for foals at a dose of 90 grams per day. Then when 24 months arrive, and they will definitely be locked in the mangers, we begin to use Marathon at the lowest dosage. Marathon is a liquid supplement and the dosage it is from 35 to 70 centimeters a day. For foals of this age we start with the dose lower than 35 centimeters a day, until the training process begins. To others that are in the range or below the regulatory height, the indication is to make an association of Botomix foals with Revitalize. because that way it better stimulates the development of these so that they reach the final objective. Here we are ahead of a filly in the process of training, which for the bred horses starts at 24 months and goes up to 36 months. In this process, we put in the manger so that he gets used to the handling. The indication of products for this category is the use of the marathon with 35 centimeters per day, so that are in good body condition, because it is a very complete product, and also the Athro Plus Premium, because now at this moment when we begin to put more pressure on animals, it is very important to maintain the quality of the joint. The Athro Plus Premium has in its formulation chondroitin, glucosamine and anti-inflammatory agents that they do not mark in doping, but they are very important to maintain the quality of the joint. The Marathon is a very complete product. In this category it can help us with the concentration and composition of antioxidants, dimethylglycine to help the other not have problems with the release of lactic acid, and also with iron, with vitamins, minerals, biotin to strengthen the hooves, and this product we use in 35 centimeters the daily dose. For competition animals, Botupharma has a very complete line. We are here with the ProSpeed. The ProSpeed is the most complete product for competition animals of the Colombian market. In this product we have like 4 or 5 products in just one. We have a good antioxidant complex with 7 antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. It is an exclusive combination of gamma-resinol, anabolic natural rice oil, which does not mark doping, has a very high concentration of dimethylglycine, which greatly improves the muscular resistance of the organs of animals. So for high-performance animals, and it can be used, the recommendations 35 centimeters a day, and when we arrived 8 to 10 days before the competition, we raised the dose for 70 centimeters a day. The only thing we don't have in the ProSpeed jar is creatine, but for that we have it here. This is a creatine that, in addition to the high concentration of creatine that there is, there are also prebiotics in its formulation that improve the food conversion of the diet, and gamma-resinol, an effect is achieved. I gain very important muscle mass when we use these two products together, associates, and in the last one a syringe, pre-competition, that works by giving a lot of energy to the animal, improving the force of muscular contraction, the muscular resistance, and the speed of recovery after exercises, for animals that continue with the supplementation of ProSpeed and creatine. There is no need to make a protocol with the pre-racing syringe, only do a syringe 3 to 4 hours before the race competition, and thus we arrive at the perfect combination for high-performance animals. And ProSpeed, creatine, and pre-racing. Now I am going to talk about the product and Stomex. Stomex is a product indicated for prevention and treatment of gastritis in competition animals. How these, especially those who are more nervous and hotter, that's why they have a predisposition to develop gastritis. It can be used in competitions and before the competences from the moment of transport. Because if they are animals with predisposition to gastritis, it is very good that we start as early as possible. It can also be used in animals that suck air, in managers, which also, as well as those of competition that are very nervous and hot, they have a tendency to develop gastritis. The composition is aluminum hydroxide and magnesium, methionine that acts as a protective bed for the gastric mucosa and also regenerating agents, is the use of Stomex. It is 1 syringe per day, both for prevention as for treatment. But in cases of acute gastritis where there is much pain can be used syringes per day until the symptoms are removed. Garanon Plus is a supplement indicated to improve fertility rates or maintain the fertility rates of stallions. The use is 50 centimeters per day, and with supplementation, you will have an improvement in sperm concentration, an improvement in sperm cell quality and viability. After 7 days of treatment you will be able to see a change in the behavior of the stallion. You will improve libido a lot, but you can see a progressive improvement in all sperm characteristics. Until after 60 days, you can look at the maximum that will be the supplementation for the stallion semen, because it is the time who wears the production of a new sperm cell, could have in its formulation the complete composition of antioxidants and oils. There is no need to use any another product with the aim of improving sperm quality. So he alone is already sufficient to weave the objectives of improving the fertility of the stallions. The dose can be 10 centimeters to every 100 kilos per day. This supplement is Red Up. The Red Up aims to improve cell contagion red in animals that have some in hemoparasite. For some reason it does not reach it produce red cells, marrow, or in animals that are highly demanded from the part of performance. The formulation is based on iron, B-complex vitamins, but especially folic acid, the most important substance for stimulation of production of red cells in the marrow. Only 15% of anemias in horses are due to lack of iron, and 85% in cases where it is necessary to stimulate the marrow in the production of red cells. In this case the most important substance is folic acid, and here in this supplement we find the highest concentration of folic acid on the market. The daily doses are 20 centimeters for adult animals, 10 centimeters for neonates and 15 centimeters for foals. The Botupharma is a product that I use in both donor and recipient mares who have fungal or bacterial endometritis. The mode of use is, once the pathology, after disinfection of the area, after ultrasound, and then disinfection of the area perianal, placed it inside the uterus through an insemination catheter. I want to present you this product Garanon Plus. We use it in breeding males. It is really excellent. We have seen it under the microscope, in the quality sperm, pre-treatment and post-treatment. With this product we have managed to improve very much the pregnancy data, the rates, the sperm concentration, the viability sperm, and with that we have more pregnant mares. With that we also have better quality of semen upon arrival from other cities, from which we are far, really recommended. We already supply daily 30 centimeters in horses, quarter miles, in food or with a syringe, once a day. We are using pre-racing. It is a product that has given us very good results. We use it 3 or 4 days, 19 grams before the competition, 4 hours before to compete. It is an excellent product and I am recommending it to you. we are using to enhance athletic performance and recovery after exercise. Right now we are here in the Dairy World Championship. I am with my mare La Chocolata. She had been losing weight in the last few months. About 3 weeks ago we started using Revitalize. We have seen very good results with the product really in this short time. A change has already been seen in the mare. With time 2-3 more months, we hope to see a final change that is very noticeable in terms of his fur and body condition. For this event we decided to use pre-racing the horses again because they were delayed about 24 hours in the truck to get here, and from this product we have been able to find the mare at 100%, competing at the highest level, and we can also find the horses much more concentrated when going out to compete. This our Blackberry name Pimp. We are using the products of Botupharma. For our horse, is a horse that is used for sport of the vaqueria, of high performance, is a horse that goes out more or less 3 times a month. The sport of dairy farming is highly competitive and highly developed for them. We are using creatinine. Has done very well for us in the sports performance of the horse. We have also seen that it has developed a little more energy and recovery muscular. Thank you all very much for joining us today, where we made a practice of presenting the products of the Botupharma line, especially of the supplementation line. If you want to know a little more about Botupharma, I invite you to visit our page on Instagram Botupharma Botucatu or Botupharma.com.br, that our website in Brazil, or on the Rap Global page on Instagram.